Welcome back to Okpai Souls. And so today we are going to learn how to draft a skirt with gathered side. And so I know you would have seen a lot of that style where a dress or a skirt would have a gathered side effect. So let's get into it. So I'm starting with our waistline, which is our waist measurements divided by 4. You can include your dart allowance and then your sewing allowance. And so I am marking from my waist to my hip measurements and imputing my waist measurements divided by 4 plus my sewing allowance, and then I get my full length. And so once I've been able to get my full length, I then draw a straight line across the full length line just to have a clearer picture, and then I connect from my waist to my hip. So I'm just drawing a straight line across my waistline, and then I'm connecting from my waist to my hip. You can use your free hand, you can connect with your French ruler or your curved ruler as they call it. So whatever you have, just make use of it. Just make sure it's properly connected. And then I connect it from my hip line to my full length. You can decide to curve it in like you would for a pencil skirt, but I'm just connecting like a straight line from your hip to your full length, and I'm just drawing a straight line as you would for your normal basic pencil skirt pattern. So what I would do next is to get my ruler or my tape roll, anyone, just get about, depending on how wide you want it to be. I've seen some people have it really close up to the edge, so I'm going with about 2 inches at the side. And then what I do now is I'm trying to take that out to connect it to my hip. And so once I have that curve done, what I will do next is make sure you properly curve it in. It's super important. And so once you've done that, I would get my ruler and mark straight lines inside that curve as I'm doing now. Because this is needed, these lines are going to be spread out across to get a fuller pattern that we would then now make gathers to fit back into it. So let me just explain. So the first curve from the hip to the full length, we would cut it out and we would get this. So this is what we got. Now I'm going to turn it upside down because it's upside down now. But what will happen now is that this is how we are going to spread it out across. As stated earlier, I put it upside down. Sorry for the mistake. That straight down upside down is the part of the full length, and this curve on top that you're seeing now is from the curve on the hip line that we made to the full length. And so what you're going to do is you're going to space it out like I did here, and then you're going to cut according to how the edges are. So what it will be is the edges will still remain the same, but it will be wider as I've stated. So exactly, then in that place you're going to make a gathers on top and then fit it into it. You know the way we would have gathers on our sleeves to fit into the armhole. If we want like a puffy sleeve, that is exactly how we are going to make a gathers to fit into that side. Thank you.